Let's get in a fundamental view on the markets. We've got J Thunuguntla who is joining in. He's equity head at SMC Global Securities. Hi Jagannathan. If you could just walk us through what you make of the overall momentum for the markets. Do you think that this upside movement is likely to stay?
5180 I think will remain good for this particular series. I don't think the market should break 5180 for this series. I think even if one or two reasonable decisions can come from Indian government and let's say Q3 comes from US, there is a reason to believe that probably the rest of the calendar year will see a positive momentum. I think corporate earnings season has not started on a great note, but fact is that any which way that was expected, the overall increase in the profitability expected only 7 to 8% for this year. So any disappointments may not hamper the market so badly. So all in all, 5180 should be a reasonable bottom, and then 5400 should be a top for this particular series.
John Jagannathan, how did you read into the IT numbers? Many say that now Infosys is off the radar and TCS and HCL Technologies would emerge as top picks.
Absolutely. I think Infosys is out of equation, at least for some time, till the time they get their house in order, which is not appearing to be true, because Infosys problems are twofold. One is internal as well as external. In both the places they are finding the crisis. And as far as the TCS and the HCL will definitely be choices. On top of that, somehow the mid-cap IT space is also finding slowly more and more traction, be it the company like Hexaware or let's say KPIT Cummins or CMC, because the performance has been extraordinarily good in the recent past. Hexaware also has a chances of any deal happening in the company either through stake sale or something of that sort. All in all, some money which is going out of Infosys may find itself in TCS and the mid-cap IT.
Right, and Jagan, just stepping back and looking at corporate performance in general for the first quarter, what should we expect it will be like? Is it, I mean, as everyone's expecting, going to come under a fair bit of pressure?
Yeah, corporate earnings season will be may not be such an exciting this time for sure. One is overall advanced tax numbers already give an indication that the increase in the advanced tax was only of 5%, and the forex losses because of rupee weakness of about 25% between April to June will make sure that most of the companies will have mark-to-market losses in terms of the forex losses. So it will not be a good corporate earnings season, but the best part is market anyways you prepared for that. To that extent, the expectations were very low at this time.
So staying with that point then, Jagannathan, given that there is that growing sense of policy paralysis plus the weak earnings which has hastened the fall in the markets, which do you think is a bigger concern?
Both. I think both. But what we have to remember is that considering the change of guard at Finance Ministry, even if there are one or two reasonable decisions, market will feel a lot of relief, because market knows very well that the political problems will hamper the speed of reform process. But what is market is expecting is just at least one or two that let that activity pick up and that let that policy paralysis vote to disappear, so that at least the activity will pick up. That is what the problem is. I think the market is in a mood to give benefit of doubt to Prime Minister at least for 1 or 2 months. If he can able to pull through at least 1 or 2 magics, I think the animal spirits that he was referring to, he can able to execute himself in the first place. I think market will be more than keen to execute it.
And let's nail it down to some top mid-cap trading ideas.
Mid-cap trading ideas, I think, as I mentioned, Hexaware at around 105, 110 levels, I think is a good bet. And then KPIT Cummins is looking good from the IT segment, so to speak. And then Voltas can be an interesting choice. Syntex, while this quarter performance again may disappoint, but whenever that the stock is going to see that knee-jerk reaction after the results, that can become an excellent entry point again. And more or less, I think Syntex bad earnings season may be slowly behind us, and maybe the current quarter ending number, whatever the knee-jerk reaction may find itself as a bottom for the stock.